Good morning. Good morning.
And finally, new rule, nothing with crypto in the title ever turns out good.
Don't write me about Bitcoin, please. I don't give a so don't ask me.
Bitcoin happens to use a lot of energy. It happens to promote anonymous transactions.
Bitcoin is not a currency.
Not bullish on Bitcoin.
You, John McAfee, believe in the power of Bitcoin. So much so that you'll put your on the table, chop it up, put it in your mouth, swallow.
If it doesn't reach at least $1 million.
99.999% of the people that own Bitcoin are f***ing morons. That's just it.
What's it feel like to be a Bitcoin?
I don't have any Bitcoin.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Good morning. Hello. Testing. Freeman, are you there? Is anyone here? Am I live? Am I gone? I'm confused what's going on here. Let me try to figure this out. Oh, Freeman's power just went out. The apocalypse. It's going on right now. Well, he has the articles. I have no news to talk about. I think I have no gang. I have no idea if it's just me here or if there's other people. I don't know. But here, I want to talk about some charts, guys. Let's move it like this. Yes. All right. This is what I'm all about. We could talk about charts. If I'm live. I have no idea if I'm live, guys. Because Freeman left. And he's the one who runs the show. It says I am. We'll keep going. We'll go on as if the show's going on. Because the show must go on. All right. Let me pull up. Let me see if I could chat Freeman. All right. Let's pull out the charts and let's get into a trade or something here. Let's do something. I mean, thing is, we just did some pumpages here. I came in and I would like to have seen, so I didn't get into this long here, even though it's a freaking our market open. The rule of the game, every time the freaking market open, I swear, you look at the kimono wave, our awesome indicator here. If you get a buy signal or short signal, right? Whatever signal you're getting right there, right after open, just go in at that signal. And I swear it does decent. And if I did that strategy, like, dang, hey, could have taken a nice little profit there. But I'm this weekend I was watching the charts, okay? Watching the charts. I was hoping that we would get pumpage over the weekend, but instead we got these kind of dead candles here. These dead candles. Um so I mean, I'm not um yeah, anyways, I was hoping we would get this over the weekend, but my guess, I didn't look into any of the heat maps or books or anything, but I'm assuming people were just going long. People were going, they just kept probably going long. And so then the market maker's like, okay, I'm just going to keep bringing the price down. You know, people kept filling in those longs and they're like, all right, I'll keep trapping you. Cause if you look at just watching the 1 hour, just looked like a trap fest, right? You just like, okay, it made you think you wanted to go long quite a bit, especially in 4 hour too. 4 hour really wanted you to go long pretty early on. Because you're like, hey, we want to challenge the 50 EMA. And if we went long here, hey, a lot of people were probably looking at that kind of plan. At least challenge the resistance here. But it really looks like we're just missed the boat on that one, right? Because a lot of people, I'm sure, were going long, and then market maker brings it down, gets them stopped out, gets some liquidations going, and then brings the market up. So a lot of people over the weekend, I think, were trying um to get that move up, but they were too late. Um, yeah, so I'm not. Yeah, so I missed this. I missed this move up. That's okay, because I knew I over the weekend I didn't. I was thinking that like this could be too early, and it really. I didn't get really nothing was telling me that this would be too early, just other than it was the weekend, and I don't. And I'm just like the weekends. It just kind of chudded. Wasn't too exciting at all, you know. All right, let me. All right, we do have. I do see if you guys are on here, hit me up in the chat on the YouTube. I'm uh I'm going solo right now, and I have Freeman's power went out like right as we were going live, which I'm not quite sure if this is a just his excuse to just bail, um, so that he could go like I don't know, go out to one of his concert shows that he likes to do, or I don't know, maybe he's I, I don't I don't know what he's doing, but he totally bailed us. But that's all right. We're just gonna look at charts and we're gonna check out some NFT stuff too. I know D Gods and Dust have been raging. I definitely, you know. Anyways, I don't want to talk about it. I don't talk about things that I don't like to make it a deal, right? On things that I miss out on. I don't like to have FOMO, because that gets you to make some stupid decisions. So, you know, happy for everyone with those D gods and for those people that stacked the dust. Um, Good for you. You know, don't forget to take your profits. Be sure you take your profits. Anyways, this would have been such a great trade. But again, I wasn't quite sure how this Monday market was gonna pan out, and I came in a little bit later. Right when you wake up later, kind of sucks because you're not like, I like to really look at the charts, and and kind of figure out, get an idea of what New York might be doing when it opens. But this morning, I just couldn't do it. Um, couldn't wake up. I was too busy watching uh Game of Thrones, or not Game of Thrones, the new spin-off, whatever that is. House of Dragons, I think it's called. Anyway, I was watching that last night, got distracted, binged it, all like 2 episodes. Um, so guys, I'm gonna tell you what my strategy here is. I was not gonna try, like, again, like I was saying over the weekend, we're on ETH. I really was I wasn't gonna touch it over the weekend. I wasn't gonna long. I should have shorted, right? Because for me, what I like to do is I like to watch the price, test the moving averages, and then short with the trend. So right now, obviously bearish, right? All the moving averages are below the 50 here, and I have the 5 and the 13 moving average here, and they do really well. I don't. I really like to see. I like to short more so, or take a trade more so when the 50 is tested, the blue line here. Um, but I could have taken these shorts over the weekend. I don't trade over the weekend now. Why? Because hey, on the 1 hour here, we were totally ex- uh, totally extended up here on the RSI. Okay. So while we're here and we're testing moving averages, and on the kimono wave, we've got an overbought signal. So I would have been comfortable with taking a short here, because one thing I would have been looking at is we are below the 50 MA. I would have expected the price to come up and challenge the 50 MA. So this one would be a little bit more higher risk trade um, for me. So, definitely aggressive stop loss. But also in my head, I'm thinking, we're coming back from this. We're just trying to find the bottom here. We haven't even found ourselves where this dump will end. So we could just be challenging these smaller moving averages, right? So I would have probably taken a trade, right? Take most of my profit at 1%, let the rest ride. Would I? I would not. I would have got 1%. Um, on half of my trade there. So that would have been some profit. And then basically here again, we extend out, but I think I would have, yeah, maybe I would have taken this one too. Yeah, we got kimono wave printing the red dot. Get in on this one. I don't know if I would have actually taken this trade, only because I would have saw this pink candle, and this would have been signaling to me that we could be reaching the end of the dump. Um, and so I probably would have actually maybe set out on that one, and it would have went in my favor. Oh well, you're not going to win them all. And then here we go again. I would have been looking to be like, okay, we're coming back up, challenging the moving averages. Let's see if we get a short here. But instead, we get this pattern. And the reason why I didn't get this trade is because I slept in. Early bird does get the worm. And, here you go. Breaks it out. Breaks it out. Beautiful breakout pattern here at the bottom. Really showing you that, yep, this was the bottom of this dump. Now, I've been waiting for on the 4 hour. Oh, yeah, look at this. This is a beautiful breakout. Because this is really what I want to see price come up, at least challenge resistance here. This is a strong level to be really looking out for. See what happens when it comes up to this price here, and see if, right, 50 MA it's getting super close. I'm going to be looking out for a nice short right up here. Um, and then we'll see what happens, because I'm guessing price wants to come down to this zone. If you see this zone, this is a zone that's going to be wanting to be tested, right? We're going to want to get the price probably down to here, but we're getting a retrace from this massive dump we had, right? From Powell's speech on Friday, right? This massive dump. And I'm gonna just get that zone out of here because irrelevant now. And I mean it's here we are. We're getting there, guys. We're testing already some strong levels of resistance now. Let's see if we get some price movement back up here. I'm really looking out to be taking shorts here. Why? Because 50 EMA is below the 200 here. We are definitely, we're heading down here, and I'm wanting price. See, this is why I wanted the weekend and hoping the weekend would get this pump so that when I came into Monday, I was ready to take that short, right? As it was already at the 50 MA, but I have to be a little bit more patient here, right? I have to be more patient and wait for that. I don't think anyone's watching anymore. And I don't know. I don't know if Freeman's ever going to come back, but it is what it is, guys. Sometimes shows go well and then sometimes they totally bomb. This is one that's just gonna be deleted from the archives. Not gonna see this happy around. All right. This one's not gonna be one that's saved, that's for sure. So here, right, 4 hour, looking to challenge 50 MA, looking to hit this level of resistance. And then I'm going to be looking for a short. I think we might actually break it. I mean, with this kind of price action right now, with this kind of pumpage, right? We could break it and challenge more than 200 moving average. I mean, because if you look at the daily, I don't know if it's gonna. Who knows what this is gonna. So basically, right, the daily we top out, we get drop, get our retrace, drop. Now we're gonna want to probably spend a couple days just whoop. Basically, yeah, a couple days probably ranging here. Right in the zone. It'll probably range and then another drop down. I'm thinking we could probably get some price action. Whoop, price action moving down to this zone here. Right, come down, play around with this wick was. So I was looking at this zone for long. That's another reason why I didn't long over the weekend because I was just like, I'm being patient, waiting for the price to actually get into the zone before I put any longs in because it's just such a bearish, shitty market. I'm not touching any longs until I really see it get into this strong level of support. So today's a great day so far, right? But I could totally just see us just ping ponging all over the place in this zone for a while. Because hey, I really like this nice large candle because when it gets up, come on up here, be looking for that short, and I'll just take that, take all these longs, to all these people going long, take their hit their stops, get them liquidated here. Yeah, see, we're getting a blue candle here. See, blue candle here at the top of the pump. That's going to be telling you something. That's telling you that we could be getting towards the end of this pump here. Now, what are my criteria here to short here on the 1 hour? I'm looking my plan here. Challenge 50 MA check. Right now, it's looking pretty bullish just on, if that money flow wave keeps going up and starts going green, that's kind of a bad sign. And then the RSI here looks good though. Looks good for a short, right? It's gonna come up here. It's gonna hang out for a little bit maybe. and I'm gonna be wanting to be seeing some. Do I see like any bearish divergences kind of forming here? Because this is
You wish, you bear.
Hey, there
You
he is.
wish.
He all comes in now.
My power went out, and my Wi-Fi seems to still not be working yet. So here I am in the flesh, but yes, not planned. That was crazy. The power went out as the show started.
I think that's just too much of a coincidence.
Okay, conspiracy guy.
Yeah, that's
whatever.
Too much of a coincidence, bro.
Okay. Show us your charts. Continue with your charting.
I've been doing charts, so this is just the chart show now. This is just
Dickens's is here. Dickens's was not supposed to be here. He said he wasn't showing up. That's what a liar. I thought we were meeting together at the bar, at the pub down the street.
Dude,
that was their plan.
Why was nobody
he didn't show up?
Nobody was on chat, not a single person chat once until you get on, and then people start chatting in. I even was like,
the show sucks without me.
Well, that's true. But I mean, like, I was like, can someone chat me just to let me know I'm live? Like, because I have no idea.
Dickens's, do you literally have COVID? Do you literally have COVID? Or are you just saying you have COVID? Because I survived, and Matt is a survivor as well. So we can give you the alpha off camera, though. It's not safe for you to. It involves horse manure. So just actually back guano if you want to get real precise and do it right. But anyway, go on with your charting. Or are you done charting? Are you just like charting because you have nothing else to do? Like, were you gonna just chart till I got back?
Yep, bro. Because that's all I was gonna do is just chart. I was like, I'm not gonna fucking do anything else. I'm just a chart guy. I'm just gonna talk about charts.
Like, if the news station got abandoned and the weather guy was the weather guy was the only one that showed up.
You just talk about weather all the time. Yeah, he's just gonna be like, well,
just gonna do an extra.
Finally, he's like, finally, I get to just talk about weather the whole damn time. Yeah,
that's funny. That's funny.
But yeah.
Okay, no, well, what's going on?
I was looking for an entry here. Well, one, I was just saying how I missed why I didn't go in any of my longs over the weekend. And basically, it's just, right, we have this awesome day right now, but I'm really excited for price to be finally coming up here because I thought over the weekend it would be coming up to this level. But here it is today, and so I'm going to be looking for my shorts as it gets up here, and it's looking like a really juicy short because as right, daily candles like to consume each other. So as the price gets further away from this open, we're gonna likely want to see a challenge back down here. Plus, we have this juicy zone that I was waiting for a long. That's the other reason why I didn't take any longs, because it wasn't in the zone yet. I'm waiting for price to get back down into this zone to really look for longs. So it's probably going to look like a lot like last week, right? Where we just kind of have a lot of this rangy day stuff, but trending upward, right? And then moving downward. So we'll probably come up and do this again, right? And within that, we'll probably wick down here, wick up here. It's just going to be a giant range is what it's looking like before we start getting another massive move down again. So I'm waiting to get into the zone for a long and looking to get up here to look for some bearish divergences on the kimono wave. Because, the price is going to want to come back down and challenge that daily open. And that's going to be a juicy, juicy short here.
I don't like shorts, but I like juicy, so
it's going to be a juicy one. And I'm sorry you feel like death to Kansas. Bro, that does suck.
That does suck. I feel you. That sucks. I'm sending you good vibes.
Yeah, man.
Sending you good vibes.
Sending you good
vibes.
vibes. The vibes. I was just looking
Vibes
at
help.
ETH2 the whole time. I didn't check out because ETH is up 6. It's just popping. Bitcoin doing the same thing as ETH, right? It's just way further down on this low, right? Bitcoin, you could really see going lower lows. Like ETH was at least. Come on. Right? ETH down here at these lows. I mean, look, at least it's up above the lows, the low range, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin, on the other hand, really playing with fire here. It wants to really flirt with death.
Oh
It
wow.
wants to. Dude, this looks so bad. This looks.
Yeah.
You could, take another mortgage on your house, put it on a short on Bitcoin. Not financial advice.
Don't
But-
become Michael Saylor.
But by the end of the week, I'm the opposite of Michael Say. I'm just like, short it.
Yeah, you're it's all going to
Short-
zero guy.
Yeah.
Pretty soon you're
short
going to
it.
start
It's,
saying it's a Ruski conspiracy. Bitcoin.
No, it's not. No, dude, it's JFK invented it. We all know this. It wasn't.
Oh, shit.
He's alive and he's Satoshi.
He's Satoshi.
We all know this. Yeah, bro. So,
Whoa.
anyways.
Okay, we could get deep into that one. I think.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
we'll
bro.
just leave it there.
Hey, the evidence is so
Just
clear.
no. I said we're gonna
so
leave
hard
it
on
there.
this.
I said we're gonna leave it there. Although I do like
We'll have-
hard evidence. I like
we'll
very
have-
hard evidence.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
The hardest.
We'll bring the fire on this conspiracy theory. Make sure everyone knows that this conspiracy is rooted in facts.
I'm seeing tweets pop up on my screen as I do this. It's very distracting. Do you know that right now the mint costs about 38 Sol?
That's stupid.
Do you want to know some Solana NFT stuff?
Do you want to? Yeah, dude, you're the guy. You're the guy who's just like, hey guys, have you guys
I'm surprised
heard
I'm
of
not
Solana
Ute listed.
NFTs?
Can you imagine how
Bro.
annoying I'd be if I was Ute listed? Wow. I think I'm bad
So
now.
Sol is at an interesting spot. Sol is really challenged. See, I thought Bitcoin was challenging death. No, Sol is playing with a nuclear bomb here.
Okay, bro. Don't say that on stream.
They are. You stop telling me what to say, not to say. Damn. I swear,
I'm being the
quit
police,
saying that.
live
Matt,
stream
stop
police.
saying that. You can't say that. Blah blah blah. Stop telling me what I can and can't say.
Here we go. I'm about to get the Second Amendment speech or whatever.
That's the First
Amendment speech. That's what I meant. Sorry, I'm not awake yet. We'll do Second Amendment next week.
So, anyways, Solana here, doing good today, but I mean, look at this. It's so close to these low lows, and yeah, bro, it looks like it just wants to die, and it's just starting. It's just starting to get an overbought. Like it's just gonna. It's gonna be sad. Dust is gonna flip Solana. I'm telling you, bro. I said it, and it's looking more and more.
Our D-God's gonna flip Bored Apes.
I don't know about that, bro.
Here we go. There's a harder one.
Yeah, that's a harder one.
Okay, how about this? Will Dust flip Ape coin? That's a good one, huh?
That's a good one.
That's a better one. Because they're closer in price.
I'd have to. Yeah, they are much closer in price.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
I mean,
we'll know more September 3rd after the mint.
I don't know.
Sure.
I think it definitely can. Like it's like, yeah, I think so. I think it can.
Or high price.
I don't know if it'll flip it in the end of the
story.
Right. Like
you're right. Yeah, like permanently. Right.
But I think
temporarily.
Yeah, because it's pumping like crazy. It's definitely got a lot more momentum than ApeCoin. But That's just
but
now.
it's
right?
because there's
That's
a
just
mint
because
coming out. Yeah,
it's Solana summer, and so that's why. So you're getting
yeah, you're getting
these
the Ute
stupid
mint.
fucking
It's because the
Solana
Ute
shit
mint,
coins.
really. I mean, if the
It
Ute
is,
mint
yeah, the
wasn't
Ute mint,
happening,
for
there'd
sure.
be nothing going on with Dust.
Absolutely.
It was genius to
Um,
make people mint in your shitcoin. Pretty genius.
Yeah, and ApeCoin will get their boost and stuff here whenever they want to
Yeah,
like do
of course.
anything.
Once they do something.
Yeah,
Once they start
do
doing
something.
things. I mean, oh well, and performance at the like pretty much getting the MTV to make you a whole category and having a performance with your, with your
Yeah,
NFT in
that
it
was
at the
pretty.
VMAs, I guess is something. But to do anything to ApeCoin, probably not.
Nah, dude. Well, yeah, it's kind of
Why doesn't that do something?
very gimmick. I thought it kind of sucked, the whole like VMA thing. It was like really like kind of, I think, pretty shitty graphics, like shitty animation for one. I thought it was pretty low level. And then like it was like, I don't know. If I don't want to watch a show, like a live performance. Like you want to watch a live performance as on screen or some shit, like some video
Feels like
game
a
kind of
cop out,
graphics.
honestly. It's like this is the biggest cop out ever. You can perform, quote unquote, in the metaverse. What a cop out. No one's performing at all in the metaverse. They're just playing your track,
lame, dude. Yeah, and you're just fucking
fancy
a cartoon,
video.
like
it's a music video.
Yeah,
it's an NFT music video.
It's not a performance, right? Yeah, I was kind of like, this is kind of lame, man. Like,
well, now it's
I
a
don't
whole
know what
category.
I was thinking, like maybe on stage they'd have like some holograms of like the Bored Apes next to them or something, or
yeah, we were promised
like,
that the future of performances was going to be holograms, weren't we? I feel like I was promised that 10 years ago.
Like something that was in real life, like anyway. Thought that was kind of lame. Up and he's gone.
Oh, sorry. I guess I can't look at my notifications. Oops.
Yeah, no.
I need to be engaged.
All we did, dude, is just claim yesterday's on Solana. It's just like, yeah, this is what it's just gonna do. It's just gonna claim yesterday's high and then just tank. God, I want to short it so bad.
Short it.
Like I'm not even mad. I'm not even like today. I don't give two shits about this pump. I'm so glad I don't give two shits that I missed out on this at all. Wait, because I'm just waiting.
What candle? What time frame are you in right now?
4 hour.
When did that pump happen? Did that just happen? Like in the past hour?
Yeah, bro. I've been talking about this.
Oh well, I didn't see it because when I last looked at the chart this morning, it was down low. Oh yeah, okay, I missed the pump. Cool, sweet.
Yeah, I was saying,
but you don't care about it. Okay, so
no,
I don't care about it. I guess anymore now either.
I am not giving already because it did such an aggressive move at daily open, such an aggressive move up. This is just gonna come right back down. It's gonna, and I'm just waiting for the short because the short could be juicier because we're gonna want to get down to the zone. So I'm just excited because it's like finally the price is actually moving where I thought it should be by now. So anyway,
yeah,
it's doing some nice things. I'm waiting for. I really wanted to challenge this level of resistance and just get totally rejected. Get rejected like
for a juicy short.
Like you got rejected at prom. Like
Are that. Talking about rejection. You, like the audience, or you, like me?
You.
I feel because I was gonna say I feel attacked right now.
No. Yeah, just like you because. I have no idea. I'm sorry if you did actually get rejected at prom. I have no idea. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to trigger you.
Yeah.
Bring back those memories.
I feel very triggered.
Anyways, well, this show kind of, dude, we're not going
to. Okay, well, let's talk about some other stuff. Okay, let's go. I want to get your opinion on some of the stuff that's going on. So,
oh, no.
Okay, so what do you think about DGODs reaching a new all-time high of like
I'm tired of
almost
just hearing
600?
about D-gods
I know you
and
are.
everything.
That's why I like asking
So,
you about it. Because you're
yeah.
you're the farm right now for engagement right now for this show. It's all our Utes videos are doing well, and I think it's just because like you add spice to it because you're not sucking Frank's D in the videos, so
I don't
people
give
like it,
two
I think.
shits about it.
Yeah, you are always like,
People don't.
meh, I don't like it. And so I think it triggers people, and so we get more views. So I'm just
I'm
trying to get
tired
you
of hearing
triggered.
about D-gods. It's all gonna go to zero. So everyone that's buying it at 600 Sol right now, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. That's all I gotta say.
Is that just FOMO, or is it, or are you speaking with your heart or your brain right
No,
now?
I think if you're buying any NFT at an all-time high, you're an idiot.
Okay,
It's a
that
bad
sounds probably right.
strategy.
Yeah, yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
true. I mean, would you say it's the
Don't get
same
it
for
all
Dust
at all
right
time.
now? It's probably not a good time to now buy Dust. Do you think? Because Dust has been
Um,
pumping. I wish I could show you the chart, but I can't.
no, I know. I was trying to actually find it on this. I couldn't figure it.
Yeah, I know they don't have it there. Stupid.
Yeah.
I know, dude. You gotta
Yeah,
go to
it's not
Hello
gonna
Moon.
happen.
Yeah.
Anyways, oh, dust to eat. That's gross.
Right now it's like
Um,
$3 and something cents.
yeah,
I mean, if you look at the chart, it's, you know, it's, of course, it's it's
it's
not an
just
all-time
mooning.
high,
Yeah.
but it's mooning, and it is at a resistance level. So I would
I'm not.
probably chill for sure.
I would kind of think that it's I just be careful with it because one, if you're just gonna buy it, like I think the price could still continue to run up leading up to mint because we still got what, almost a week.
I think it's this week. When is the third? Oh, the second. It's the second. So in a couple days.
Oh,
I think maybe Friday. Is that Friday? I don't know.
I think you're right. Yeah, Friday. Yeah. So
So
there you
it's
go.
this
So
week.
I think it could be heading close to the peak
Yeah.
because everyone's trying to buy dust to be able to mint it, right?
Hmm.
And then after mint, I'd imagine it's just dust thing is just it's just within that ecosystem. So it's just gonna have to fluctuate on demand on it. Like
Yeah.
right now there's a huge demand on it because you need it to get Utes, and Utes is
Yeah.
expensive as hell, so you need a shit ton of dust. And yeah, so lots of demand for it. Once mint's done,
Yeah.
probably
Well, and I
come
wonder
crashing
what
down.
they'll do with the dust that they get from the mint, right? That's going to be real interesting too to see, because now they'll have a bunch of the dust that they'll be essentially getting back into the treasury
They just
from the mint.
dump it
And
on,
I
just
think their
sell it.
plan is to hold it, but I don't
Yeah.
know the details on that. You know, the other interesting thing is with this, just the dynamics of the Utes mint. I think it's interesting that, you know, people are selling Uteless spots right now for like 200 to 300 dust. So it's just interesting because like those people are probably not going to sell their Ute for less than, you know, I mean, it's just once you start to do the math, it's like I wonder if because of how much people just are investing in these Utes, if I don't know, what do you think about the Utes price? We were talking a little bit about that this morning. What do you think might
Yeah,
happen with Utes price?
I see a lot of it being a lot like like Moonbirds, how when they
Hmm.
minted out, it just the floor price just skyrocketed up. There was no like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I think it's gonna kind of do something like that where you're gonna have uh just everyone, if you're on a list, you got your golden ticket, you're minting it, and then you're selling it for you know a lot more, like, yeah, hundreds of dust at least, probably, right?
Yeah.
um
Yeah.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah
Yeah. I think, especially if
and
it
wait,
mints out. I mean, if it mints out, it's going to be an easy 2x, but maybe even more than that. I mean, we'll
I
see,
mean, it'll mint
especially in
out,
that
right?
run up.
Right, it's not
I
gonna
mean,
do a whole
right?
are you saying that you don't think, are
I
you
mean,
having doubts it's gonna mint out
bro, I mean, the only
wow
reason I think it could mint
because
out
it's
is
expensive
because
as
of
fuck?
how insane the D Gods community is right now. You know, the amount of people buying DGods right now. You know, there's like, dude, they've done an insane amount of volume just in the past 24 hours on DGods. So I do think there's money, and there is money in the market. I mean, still, you know, Easy was charging almost 9 Sol and still sold, you know, 5,000-6,000, minted 5,000 or 6,000 at that price. So, you know, I think the price though is just getting higher and higher in fiat as the price of dust goes up every day. So, you know, this becomes a more expensive mint by the minute than by the hour right now. And by the time mint day comes, who knows what the price of dust will be and what the final actual fiat price will be to mint a Ute. But shit, man, it could be kind of a pricey mint, and when all is said and done.
That's what I'm saying, man. I think it's gonna be it's gonna be expensive. I think
It'll come out to let's see what it is right now.
This
So
is,
if it's
this is the most hype. See, to me, it's kind of like, I don't know, man. I
know
I was like, it's gonna mint out. Like, that's a no brainer. But at the same time, it is one of those things where if it doesn't mint out, I think NFTs are just dead. Like,
well, that's the question. That is the title.
Like,
well, I mean, at the very least, the Solana ecosystem it would take a big that would be a big hit for Solana, and a lot of liquidity gone from the mint.
If Utes don't mint out, and if you're holding any NFT whatsoever, you better just fucking get rid of it while you can, man, because it's all.
I mean, then that would mean that like the best we can do is the apes and the moonbirds for now, right? Like, I mean, and DGods will hover around, but maybe I don't know. DGods would probably go down if they can't mint out.
Oh man, yeah, dude. Wait. What if we're like, what if we do the trigger? There you go. The clickbait on this video is just like fudding on Utes here, huh?
Oh, that's all of our videos.
This is gonna be the biggest fail in NFT history, right here.
Okay, that's even more. That's even stronger than our last video. Our last video actually ran through an AI to ask it a better title than I had, and it said that I should put in the title, "Is this the end for Utes?" And so I did it, and actually the views went up more on that video.
That's a good one.
AI clickbait titles.
Utes won't even mint out 50%. There you go.
Yeah, so I mean, okay, so at the current price, it's about 1,200 USD right now to mint a Ute. So we're getting close to an ETH. I mean, we're getting close to essentially an ETH to mint, you know, one of these.
And right? And see, that's getting too expensive for like. But that's pricey, the thing. Is like, if are people who are going to be minting though, like, did they already have their dust? Like, they were already ready to go, you think?
Well, some people, but not everybody. You know, I haven't checked, and I should have checked before the show started. But I want to see how many wallets own dust, because you know you'll need essentially 15,000 wallets.
Yeah, and I remember you said that they didn't have it yet.
No, it was 8,000 last time I saw it, and so yeah. A lot more wallets needed to buy dust, and that was around, you know, that was like $1.75. So dust was pretty cheap still then. That was maybe a week and a half ago. But yeah, I think the real run up here at first is dust. The only obvious way to make money was to have bought dust probably a little sooner than now. Even, you know, I wouldn't be buying it now, but to have bought dust sooner and then to just,
well, what would you
know,
say?
My plan is to offload my dust if I don't get used.
Though? You don't have a choice. If you want a Ute, you have on the whitelist, but you don't have dust.
I know.
You have to buy now.
Yeah,
you don't have a fucking
There
choice.
is, you know, there is this crazy vortex that they're getting pretty right about of hype, and then the mechanics here of really forcing this price up before it's even minted, and price discovery almost happening before mint, based on how many people are willing to buy dust and at what price. And I mean, it's just kind of nuts, how this is all playing out and how the mint price changes from day to day in fiat. But, you know, of course, the saying is one dust equals one dust, just like one, you know, dig bud equals one dig bud, same thing. So, you know, it's, but yeah, you know, who's winning out the most, dude? DGods holders, the people who have been staking for dust are really, I mean, they're selling some of their bags to these people who are now buying dust. I mean, so it's been good to be collecting dust and as a DeGod. And I hear, there's something going on with DeGods and y00ts in the next between now and Wednesday. There's some announcement that has to do with that. Maybe they'll get to mint first. I wouldn't be surprised if they allowed DeGod holders to mint first or something. I don't know.
Right.
But
and they'll most likely, and see, that's the thing, is like they're the most likely ones that are going to be picking these up because they've already been probably collecting dust from staking and whatnot.
And they get automatic whitelist.
I guess
if you have a
is there a limit on? I would imagine it's one per wallet kind of deal.
Yep, one per wallet. Yep, but you could have multiple DeGods in different wallets. So
you just
could
scatter that around.
But it's going to be interesting because this is really hard to bot, right? All this, the way they're doing this, and they're kind of selectively putting people on the whitelist, trying to make sure they're actual people, and these aren't just lots of accounts under that one person has made.
I'm telling you, this is also creating a perfect storm. Yes,
perfect storm of some
building
sort.
Hype and
Question
building,
is
but it also is
could be
perfect storm of just
biggest
failing.
flop. Yeah, if it flopped, it would be really bad for the ecosystem to have this much hype and flop.
Because it's like, what percentage of people are oh man, dude, I don't know, man. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting because this is like a beautiful strategy. It's going great and everything right now, but like if it could totally backfire on them.
It's mostly good for the team too.
Expensive
when we say that
for people to be getting in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I mean, this is the biggest winners are the DeGods team off this.
That's how it is for sure. The biggest winners are always the creators of these.
But now one thing is they will have to keep the price. They will want to. There will be quite a bit of incentive for them to keep the price of dust up because they're getting paid in dust. So, they're getting paid for this mint in dust. I also wonder what the royalties will be on these. I don't think they've revealed that yet, what the royalties will be. But yeah, either way, there's, I think, still lots of questions, and man, it is going to be wild to see what happens on the second. This is definitely, as far as just from a outside perspective and an onlooker, and just covering this kind of stuff, it's fun to have a mint that is that has hype and that we are unsure what's going to happen, and we're not even sure really what the actual fiat price will be by the time the second comes around. And we'll check on the first, and we'll kind of keep an eye on how many wallets have dust as we get closer, because that'll give you a preview too of if it will mint out or not. Because if there's enough wallets with dust in it, with the 375, that's the question. So,
oh my gosh, dude. I wonder if you. All right, so how much dust is it?
375 dust.
375 dust. I wonder, like, could you imagine, like, I wonder if people, because dust is just making such a big run and people are starting to get big bags. I wonder if you could see, right, the mint starting to go on, and then you're seeing people starting to list their y00ts, right? But people are listing their y00ts at a price point that, if you have a bag of dust and you're seeing the floor of y00ts, and you're like, my bag of dust, I could use this bag to mint a y00ts. But as of now, if I sold this dust, I actually make more money than what the floor is.
Yeah, well, that's the question is, what's the best play, right? Because you have dust. Dust is is one of the unknown elements that is different about this mint, for sure.
People might say, you know what, if people start just selling like just above floor, then people might be like, fuck this, I'm going to sell my dust. I'm like making 5x my dust right now, and I get I'm not. Why would I just try to wash it with this fucking y00t?
Well, and I wonder how many people are holding dust like me, but don't have y00t list at this point and won't get y00t listed, right? And then will just sell their dust for the profit because they didn't get y00t listed.
Leading up once,
because that's what I'll do.
True. Whitelist, yeah, dude. The whitelist people that didn't, or the people that didn't get whitelist, is gonna tank Dust. That's gonna tank. Dust is gonna tank. What
I
what
mean, it'll
is
definitely be fighting for its price at whatever it is at that point. I mean, you know, like coming around once they've announced all the names for the Ute
when
list,
is that done?
then it'll come down. Man, I forget. They tweeted it the other day, but it's still got. I think it'll be almost up to the day, up to the mint, which is smart.
Okay, well,
It's smart,
I bet
dude.
you as
It's
we
smart
get
because then
closer,
people will hold. They'll be holding Dust up to
maybe, but as they
the
start
last thing.
as they start
But
seeing
yeah,
their chances of getting it dwindle
for sure.
away,
Then
they
once the
might be
hopium
like,
starts to leave, yeah.
yeah, they might be like,
Now the
oh,
question is how much of an impact will that have? That's the unknown. We don't know. But you know, there will at least be there will be dust going on the market. It's not like there won't be any, but you know, there will be people who last minute probably buy dust. I know I see now now is the wave of the people who have been whitelisted on Twitter but are now like e-begging for dust essentially because they don't have enough dust to mint, you know, and it's expensive now. So now there are those people. So that's the question too. How many people will get whitelisted and won't mint? Because there will be a percentage too that won't end up minting because they can't afford to when it comes down to it.
That's what I'm
Because it's getting
saying.
more
Like
expensive every hour.
They could be creating a disaster for them for a big flop.
Kansas asked when's the mint. It's on the 2nd, September 2nd. So just in a couple days here. So yeah, it's gonna be real fascinating to watch go down. We'll have to I mean, I wonder what time the
this
mint
is either going to go
it'll
off
be
as
fun
like
to watch.
a huge success for them, huge mint out, big, you know, dust up, D gods up,
Right.
Utes up,
That's the ideal
everything could be going
situation, right?
crazy, or it could absolutely just backfire and tank.
Yeah, there's a real
on them so hard.
balance. There's a real balance, man, and it would be a lot of pressure to get this
This is
right.
interesting. Should we set up a
Maybe
bet?
Live. Oh yeah.
Like
Bet.
what if
Ooh,
it was
a
like
bet.
I'll take the short. I'll
I wonder,
short
do
it.
they
I'll
have
say
a bet?
I think
wonder if
it's
there's a
gonna
betting
tank.
page.
I'm gonna say that it's they can't mint out, not enough people. Right. They just created a perfect storm where they just can't mint out because it's too damn expensive. They hyped it up too much where they made it out of reach for people to be able to, for this to mint out. And you know,
So
things are stacked against
that's kind of
bear
what
market.
you're kind of starting to your overall kind of
Yeah, I'm
big
sure
picture thought is that it will mostly the main point you think is that it won't mint out. No other
I think
details about what you think will happen to dust or D gods.
dust will tank. It's
Okay.
gonna tank. It's gonna.
I knew you were gonna say it's all going to zero.
It's gonna tank because leading up to as people start realizing they're not going to get on the whitelist, they're going to sell their dust. They're going to sell their bags. I've already seen people on Twitter saying that they're selling now. They're taking profit. They 2x'd already. Whatever. They're starting to sell. Dust will tank. All right, and then what you'll have is mint will go on, and people that does tanking will put fear and uncertainty and doubt into people's souls. All right, they'll be like, "Oh my God, dust is tanking. Maybe I can actually afford a Ute now, though." But then they see Utes being minted and putting on the floor, like close, really close to the mint price, and they start seeing that, and people are doing that really close to the mint price because they see dust tanking, and they want to be able to actually cash out and not lose their money that they spent on the dust, right? And then because there's going to be all this kind of shit going on in their head, and be like, if I can maybe score a profit if I sell the Utes for a little bit more dust, and then I can sell the dust and get the hell out of this ecosystem because it's all going.
I mean, I think by probably once they've announced all the Ute lists, there will definitely be a sell off of some dust. I don't think anyone at that point. I mean, even people who, people will pretty much know. Before probably by the first, I would say whether they're buying or not, right? They pretty much made that decision, like pretty much at that point, don't you think? That people will pretty much be in their positions as far as what their plan is, because
Yes, I think you're gonna have again. There's gonna be a
Just
percentage.
depending on where you are.
There's
this
gonna be
whole thing.
percentage that are on that white list, but they cannot afford the dust.
Yeah,
to be able to
for
mint.
sure. Yep. And
So
those will be So there's a couple dead white lists
see,
for sure.
I'm surprised
And I
you
think
didn't
there's a
have to get
handful
on the
public.
white list. You didn't have to confirm in your wallet that you had that much dust.
Well, there was on the little where you can check your acceptance. There is a little thing that shows how much dust you have in your wallet, and it says you don't have enough. This is how much more you need, and it's not required, but it does help increase your chances of getting whitelisted if you have the full 375.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. So who knows exactly how it plays into it? That they haven't confirmed, but it's part of it for sure.
Okay, that is
part of the
interesting.
consideration. Yeah.
So that's interesting. So if they are, because I guess that's really based on the team and them selecting the people on the whitelist. If they really did the huge majority, if not everyone, really making sure that they had dust in their wallet, like 90% of them, then they should be actually all right. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's true. I wonder what the percentage that they shot for there is, because I mean, yeah, I'm sure they are doing all these doomsday scenarios in their, they're war gaming all this out, I'm sure, and trying to counteract the possible problems. So, yeah, I don't know, but I'm guessing it's at least a majority, probably a 75% at least, 80% maybe. Maybe they're doing the 80-20 rule. Maybe 80% of the people they let in have enough dust. But I don't know. Yeah, it's one of the most complex mint scenarios I think we've seen.
Did they say when reveal is? Are they gonna reveal like?
There's no talk about reveal at all yet. Very little details. Very little details. So, well, yeah. I mean, I would think like if they're smart, they should. I don't know. They should reveal like immediately. There should not be a wait. I just think reveals just mess shit up. And it's all, you're going to have that inevitable tanking after the reveal when everyone sees their traits. Just get it over with right away. You mint your you see it right away, and you can immediately decide if you want to keep it or not. Fuck it. Let's just jump into it. Jump into the shit. Okay, well, I think that's pretty good analysis. We just did like a full 30 minutes on y00ts, so that's good. We probably messed shit up. I was trying to like I wanted to pull up the documentation and look at stuff, but my internet's not working, so whatever. So I think that's gonna have to do it for us today.
I'm shorting it, man. I think y00ts is going.
Okay, yeah, you're thinking y00ts is going to be a flop. Okay,
that's my Monday prediction, and we can't change it. You can't change it. You have to make a prediction now, and you can't change it.
I need to look at the data. I will tell you my prediction tomorrow.
Can't. You don't have
Need to look at the data.
No.
I need to make a data-informed decision.
Fucking cheat.
I want to see how many people have dust in wallets.
SOB.
I want to. I want to do a private call with Frank first, and have him.
Right.
Man, I think you just need to hop on a call with Frank. I think that would fix everything. If you just could, you could just talk to Frank. I think, he would really help you see the light on this.
Jump on a Spaces or something that he's on. He's always on a Space. So just hop on a Space. He's
not mean. He's a nice guy. Like, I think you could turn a corner on this.
I get it, but I'm shorting it.
You know what? Let's do a different song out. We're going to do a different song out. We're going to do that.
Right. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everybody. I'm controlling the show from my phone. We are in the future, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the future. Okay, everybody. Have a great day. Don't dream of y00ts.